Hello and welcome to my first episode of Playing Through the Game, Legend of Sword and Fairy, a Taiwanese game by the company Softstar that was released in 1995. And the purpose of me playing this is not only to show a pretty unique and fun game, at least for the time, but also to explain how to do good narrative design for a game based in Chinese mythology, Chinese history, and also maybe teach some people how to read Chinese in a game and how you can play games to improve your Chinese. So when we open the game, we're greeted by this page here that says Shindagusher, which means new story, and Joda Hui, which is basically your old memories, your old saved files. So we're going to go ahead and do the Shindagusher here. So here we have the main character. He's in a field with mystical music and the wind's blowing. And where is he? We don't know. And his shadow attacks him. He releases a flying sword, a magic sword that takes him away, and he rides the sword into the mist. A very classic Chinese scene here where misty mountains, where he goes through a random cave, hits a wall, falls, somehow does not die, and is greeted by a random witch. And then he wakes up. So here we have Li Xiaoyao, the first part. Li Xiaoyao, that's his name. And the person who's talking is this woman, who is Li Danyang. So she's a Danyang means like older woman, and Li is the last name. As we can see, it has Li here and Li here. So we can see that the last name of these people is Li. And then she says Ni Pi Yang A, which literally translates to is your skin itchy? But here it means are you looking for trouble? Are you asking to be beat? Which I guess in this one is be beat by what she has in her hand, which looks to be a pan of some sort. And then she says, 敢说老娘是什么鬼物? So she's saying, how dare you say that I am a witch? So Danyang is a slang term that a woman might use to refer to herself. So here means I. How dare you say that I am a witch? So it's not like English words. It's like I should grateful. It's I am what grateful. So a little different in Chinese here because we have the shenma. Okay, and then he responds and he says Tanga. So his body or his head is hurts, I guess, from falling from the sky in the dream. And then she responds by saying Yozaizoa by Roma. So yo, again, you are daydreaming. So here we have make, and then by Roma is white daydreaming, which literally means daydreaming. I guess the by is just to highlight that is the daytime. So mi ye lao da bu xiao le, which literally means old, big, not small. But what she's trying to say is you are no longer, you're not young anymore. And then she says 整天放放颠颠. So spending all day, 整天, being crazy and foolish. And here we have the double characters just to kind of highlight her meaning. 也不学学做正经事. So here she is saying not learning how to do anything serious. So 正经事 is to do serious things, especially the character Zheng here, which usually means something correct. And again we have the double characters 学学. gets up and he responds by saying Shan Shan, which is auntie. Specifically, it's the wife of one's paternal uncle in Chinese. It's very common for people to be referred to their exact relationship with somebody. In English, we don't usually do that, we just call somebody aunt. 你不要每次叫人起床都拿过呀。So, do you need to, every time you try to get somebody out of bed, need to hit them with a pot? So, do you really need to hit someone with a pot? Hit somebody with a pot every single time that they need to get out of bed? Chanya, so she either hits them with a pot or a chan, which is a shovel or a spatula. And then he says, 乱敲一通的, which basically means to crazily or randomly beat, and yi tong here means to continually do so. So you continually do so, you continually hit somebody with a pot or a shovel. 会杀死人, so you will scare somebody to death, because we have the sil here. It's an unusual ending for a verb like sha, which means to scare, and that just means to death. Okay, and 咱们这床有牢靠. So here we have the we as both of them, not just we, woman, which usually refers, doesn't include the person that they're speaking to, but zaman means the speaker and the other person. So you're saying that this wooden bed is not sturdy. And why is there a yo here? Here is that it is just being used to emphasize the not sturdy part. So he's trying to say that it's been like that for a long time. Usually this means again, but here it's just kind of highlighting that this is the continuation of something that has been like this for a long period of time. Wan Yibo Gay Shuai Silla. So here he is saying, if I were to accidentally fall and die, 咱们离家就绝后了. So here he's saying, if I were to accidentally fall off and die, the Li family would definitely regret it. They would regret me dying because of the terrible bed. And then she continues. Again, the characters here are pretty good. We have a classic example of opposites, where we have the lazy but adventurous young male, and his aunt that he lives with, who is very busy and scolding, and she just wants him to live in the world doing what a good nephew should be doing to survive. So she responds, 不这样叫着醒你吗? So can't you be woken up unless it's done this way? So don't you think I need to hit you over the head with a pan to wake you up? 好戏你也跟练习过学过这个月的武功. So here she is saying, you've been studying with Carpenter Lin, the master Carpenter Lin, for a few months now, on how to use wood to make things. 创不了自己动手修一修不就好了? So even though he's studied with this person for many months, why don't you fix it? Because you've been working with Master Lin for so many months, you should be able to fix it. So why is it still unsturdy? If you have the skills, you should be able to fix it. 这只会学习舞蹈不简单. So she's saying here, and even after all that time, all you know how to do is to whittle wooden knives and wooden swords. 长天是你蝶舞到农间. So all day you are just wasting time dancing with swords, playing with your swords, and pretending to be like your father. So here we have the character. I said Dia, but I mean Wang here. Actually, both can mean father, but here we have the character Wang, which is a more uncommon word for father than Baba. Mega Dingshin. It's not stable. So doing this is it's not just stable. It's not a real job. Who would want to marry somebody like you off to their daughter? So here we have the character Ja, gay. So this character is used to mean to marry, specifically for females. The next one, we see the difference between this character and the other character that means marry, which is Chu Dao. This is used for the male when they want to mean marry, which in this case is his father Wang. So 那我王怎么会去到我娘? So here we have the character Yang like her, but she's the Da Niang. Here Yang means just a young unmarried girl. So she is Da Niang. That means that she is also not married. Marriage is important in any culture, but it's even more important in traditional culture, and that's why they have a specific character to mean that in Chinese. So he's saying, well, if that's the case, if I'm useless for only knowing how to do that, how did my father be able to marry my mom? So here we even use the character Yang to mean unmarried woman. Because of the context, we know that it is his mom. So tisk. 你跟爷是跟你往一个眼儿，扎到咱们离家来. So she is saying, your mom was just like your dad. When she married into our Li family, 也不做挣钱留好. So she's saying that she also didn't know how to do knitting or anything to do with women's work. So back in those days, men would do some types of work and women would do some other type of work. And when she married into the family, she didn't even know how to do that stuff. 周志辉跟着你往方. So she was always Genja following your father around crazily. So in the first couple sentences, this game has done a very good job of kind of illustrating the characters and the relationship to the rest of the family. So we know that this guy and his aunt live alone, and his mom and dad no longer live with him. But we can see that his parents were the adventurous type, and why are they not here anymore? Maybe they went off on an adventure and died. Who knows? Hey, 大家都说他们是江湖上人人羡慕的. This character is a little bit difficult to find. Yuan Yang, Sha Lu Ne. So doesn't everybody say that they were the envious wuxia couple who were like Mandarin ducks? So Jianghu here is the name for the martial arts world, which lives kind of outside of normal society. Heroes and bandits and stuff like that who don't live in normal society. And he's saying that his parents were the Sha Lu, which Sha comes from Wu Sha, which is like the name given to fighters who live in the Jianghu, and the Liu here is the name for couple. So this word together is two people who are martial artists who are married or in love, and he's using the character Yuan Yang here to refer to them like Mandarin ducks, which is an important animal in China if you've been to Beijing, but it also is used here to mean that ducks kind of follow in line with each other. They stick together just like a good couple, and they were envied by lots of people throughout the world, or at least throughout the Jianghu. 设侠侣要说去行侠仗义丢下你之 verb like a word is 火警 verb 火警一去无回. So are you sure that they were a legendary couple? So they always talked about being chivalrous and upholding justice, but they left you. They left you. 丢下 me. They left you. You annoying really means annoying, and 火警 means so 火 means troublemaking, and jing means spirit. So annoying, troublemaking spirit. So 一去 they left, and 无回 they never returned. So like I said, they were people who went on an adventure, and the story is saying that they never returned. And because they left, the son is in love with them and wants to be just like them, even though they left him. Okay, then it says 还不是我知道太过生车简要的开了这么一家小小的客栈. We have ko, which means the customer or people who stay in a hotel, and jan here is a pretty uncommon word, but it means an inn. So she's saying we'll read the entire thing because it's important. 太把你拉伯到这么大，结果养出这么一个懒鬼. So isn't it only because of me, this old grandmother who didn't eat very much, and saved in order to open this small inn, and only because of that I was able to raise you. As a result, you've only become a lazy ghost. Okay, so Langwei basically just means a lazy bones. Sangwei is often used to make fun of people like this. And Labo here is used to mean raised. So Labo is a colloquial expression meaning to raise or support someone as they're growing up. 谁说我是懒鬼啦? So he's saying, who's calling me a lazy bones? 我将来要像我王娘一样练成绝世武功. I want to become like my mom and dad. I want to train and become the greatest wugong, the martial artist. 同行四海, so the four seas, basically just, it's used a lot in Chinese to mean basically the whole world. 称霸江湖的一代大侠, and rule over the Jianghu, the martial artist world as the generations. 一代 greatest martial artist, greatest ranger, martial artist ranger, person who travels throughout the Jianghu fighting evil. She hits him over the head. Xiao here is not used to mean small, it's used to mean do that less. And she is saying, stop giving me that nonsense. Stop giving. Lao Niang again is using it to mean I. Stop with me. Gui again is used to mean nonsense. And Che Tan is here used to mean idle talk or nonsense. 咿呀，游手好闲是出了名的，要不是智慧，我忙不过来。So, 游手 yo is usually used to mean 旅游 or yo-yong, meaning moving your hands around to mean traveling. So basically it's using here to just mean you're using your hands in all different ways, idly, not doing anything. And you're famous for it. The de here highlights this. So you're famous because of your idleness. So, 要不是 if it wasn't for智慧, this time 慧 here means used at this moment. I'm not super busy. 在顾着往你这兰桂来帮忙. So basically, I wouldn't count on you, you lazy bones, to come help. She walks away. 一大早就有客人上门了. So 大早 means basically to highlight that it's super early. Even though it's this early, there's already people arriving at the inn. 是啊, yes. 还不快过来帮忙. Please come quickly. 过来 means to come over and help. 真没意思. Totally so boring and so boring. 一大清早就要人家做这个又做那个的. So here we have yo, we just highlight that the two different circumstances. So he's saying so boring. Again, using da to mean to highlight how early it is in the morning, and Ching also being used to highlight that it's a clear and early morning. And already there are Renjia people who have come, and that he needs to do this and do that to look after them. 昨晚做好的味道正好派上用场，这次就从这里溜出去吧. So last night I finished the secret passage, which is just so happens 派上用场, which is being used here to mean come in handy, to be put to good use. This time I will be able to leave from here. So, Xiao Yao, she calls his name. 还我在房里干啥? So here we have Sha, which is a very northern way of saying what. So you are still wasting away, idling in your room. 快出来帮忙招呼客人. Please come out quickly and greet the guests. 我马上就去. So, okay, I'm coming. I'll be there straight away. 这算了, oh, forget about it. 晚上再用密道吧. I will use the secret passage again tonight. So here we have yo to mean 在 we have 在 to mean again. 现在被发现就惨了. If I was discovered now, if this was discovered now, it would be a great pity. Okay, and that's everything for today. Thank you for joining me.